Right. Good day. Also, we continuing with the Surah 13 verse 37. And thus we have revealed it in an Arabic legislation, the Quran that is. And if you should follow their inclinations after what have come to you of knowledge, you would not have against Allah, and you will not have against Allah any ally or any protector. Right? So the book is saying that the Quran has been revealed in Arabic, right? However, the truth is that the book would have been revealed in Arabic if you are in an Arabic speaking country, or if you learned Arabic and Allah wants to connect with you in Arabic, right? But the book can be revealed in any language: English, Sanskrit, any language, Spanish, French, any language. Allah has that ability, right? So Arabic is not the only language that it can be revealed in, right? Allah has the ability to reveal the book in any given language to whom He wills, wherever in the world that person might be, right? So the book says if you follow the inclinations of others, meaning any group or any person called we, us, they, them, right? After what has come to you of knowledge that there is no God except Allah, right? You will not have against Allah any ally or protector. And we have already sent messengers before you and assigned to them wives and descendants. And it is not for any messenger to come with a sign except by the permission of Allah. For every term is a decree, right? Um, Basically, messengers have been sent before you, right? Um, like I said, I don't subscribe to this concept of wives prophets, multiple wives per prophet. That's why the lesson in this lifetime that we are being called to learn is the lesson of faithfulness. Right? Faithfulness to one person, right? Faithfulness to one person, and die with that belief structure, right? Being faithful to one person, right? Um, it was not for a messenger to come with a sign except by permission of Allah, right? So if you receive a sign, right, from God, from what you think is from God or the universe, those signs, you don't know what source those signs are coming from, because hey, if I receive a sign about something, right, it might not be that that sign is from Allah or from God, right? That sign might be from any force or any source in the universe, right? So is to use discernment and take these things with a grain of salt when you're talking about signs, because anything could be a sign, Hey, dreams could be a sign, right? You're going down the road, you see a number plate, there's a sign, right? And you're thinking all these things is signs. Something that you think just connect with you, right? And you think, oh, signs that you're seeing signs all over the place. And all these signs leading you to the one nowhere, right? So by the permission of Allah, right, it means that hey, all these signs are actually in the Quran, right? All the signs that you need are actually written in the Quran, right? The Quran is a sign actually, right? So read the Quran and get your message from the Quran directly, right? Because all over the place where you're thinking you're getting a sign, there's a sign from God, there's a sign from God, right? Meanwhile, all those sources are actually sources of confusion rather than clarity, right? All the other places that you think you are receiving a sign from are actually sources of confusion rather than sources of clarity, right? And there's a saying that God is not the author of confusion and all that kind of thing, right? So Allah eliminates what He wills or confirms, and with Him is the mother of the book. And whether Allah shows you part of what He promises or takes you in debt upon you is only the duty of notification, right? And upon Allah is the account, right? So this is the duty of many people here on earth, to notify, right? To notify or to share a message, to give a message, right? To notify those, whether family members, friends, country, people in the country of the nation or the world at large, whatever your reach is in terms of your sharing of your message to whomever the circle that God intends for you to reach. Because sometimes God might say, hey, well, it's fit for you to reach 10,000 people, 12,000 people, right? A million people, or sometimes is really you are called to reach one person, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 12 persons, right? So it depends on who God intends for you to reach, who is your audience, and who God intends for you to reach by virtue of the words that you speak, right? So have they not seen, right, that Allah set upon the land, um, reducing it from its borders, and Allah decides there is no adjuster of his decision, and he is swift in account, right? Um, right, have they not seen that Allah set upon the land, reducing it from its borders, right? Um, the book, this Quran that I'm reading, refer to this, and it interprets this as the spread of Islam, meaning that Islam is not confined by by borders, right? So the border of the Middle East or Middle Eastern countries, right? Islam is not restricted to the Middle East, right? Which is something that everybody know and everybody know by now with regard to every religion, in fact. But the book, we are talking about Islam and the spread of Islam, right? And the worldwide spread of the global spread of Islam now. Remember in the past, they used to say that, oh, how, well, I still had posted about this the other day, how truth, the majority is never any truth, the truth, well, once it's majority is not true, right? And we are looking to change this and make the truth majority, right? There's something we try that Allah wants to change in terms of religion and belief, because it doesn't make sense to have the truth confined by 12 people on the planet and the rest of people in darkness, right? That doesn't make sense, right? So Allah wants the truth actually to become known. That's why you have more and more people reading the Quran, teaching the Quran, right? So that people in the global stage will know, hey, monotheism is the actual, real belief structure as a whole when it comes to your religion, right? The aspect of your life, right? Monotheism is actually the truth, right? And to alleviate the practice of polytheistic practices and so on, right? Um, and those before them had plotted, but so others might plot on your downfall and so on, but to Allah belongs the plan entirely. He knows what every soul earns, and the disbelievers will know for whom is the final home. And those who have disbelieved say, you are not a messenger, right? Sufficient is Allah's witness between me and you, and the witness of whoever has the knowledge of the scripture, right? So those who have disbelieved say, you are not a messenger, right? Say, and the book is referring to the prophet, telling the prophet, right? Sufficient is Allah as witness between me and you, and the witness of whoever has the knowledge of the scripture, right? Now, knowledge can be revealed to anyone, to be honest, right? A prophet is somebody who knowledge is revealed to, right? Allah can reveal knowledge to whomever he wills, whomever he chooses, whoever he wills, and that could actually be many people of the world at this point in history, right? Because the religion and the concept of prophethood, and it's something that should be normalized now or broken, right? As I made in our video before, right? Meaning that you should be allowed, if you were a prophet, right, in the past, in this life or the past life, you should be allowed to break down and have a normal, healthy life, right, with the practices of Islam, with the practices of the book and the guidelines and so on, right? So we'll move on to another chapter. I'm not going in any particular order with this. It's just that the verses need to be communicated. So in whatever form and in whatever order it is, right? The verses will be communicated. I would have been going in an order in the past and completed certain tasks in that regard, right? With regard to the message itself, right? Or the distinct verses and the message itself. But I'll be going through the entire book, right? Because like I said, the book is complete as is, right? The book is complete, right? And no adjustments to the book is actually needed or required, right? So every verse is there for a particular reason and purpose, right? Even though it might be unpleasant to my eyesight or ears, right? Every verse exists for a particular purpose, right? So we'll be going through the book, and it will take a little while, but we'll get complete, right? Have a great day, everybody.